the food is not the same thing at all. It's not polluted food, it's not even food. You modify the core. So if it is a cow and it's a GMO modified cow, it's not a cow anymore. Do you see that? Can you imagine taking your sperm and genetically modifying it? Would that be your baby? Would you call it your child? No, it's something else. Shaitan created this thing. It's a monster. But for food, say, mashallah, look at this apple. It looks so nice. It's nice and shiny and smooth. Don't you say that? Those are all genetically modified. People are very happy about those. There I show, if you put one drop of artificial, one drop, it never goes away. So top is real, organic, everything is beneficial. You have milk, you have yogurt, you have cheese, everything go around, nothing bad. On the other hand, you put preservative, it's gone. Artificial preservative, everything is about bad. And what happens to that? It never leaves. Circles around. That facade you created will never leave. Milk. There are several stages. Most wholesome food is the hadith, is milk. Like mother's milk. How do you preserve that milk? It's just heat. You don't have to put any chemicals. You don't have to so-called pasteurize. It's just heat. Everybody did it. Unless you are drinking in first half an hour. Everybody knew. But we introduced artificial pasteurization. We are very proud. All of these things are pasteurized, so this will cost more. Shaitan takes your money to make you dalal, dallin, and you harm yourself with your money. That's the trick of Shaitan. Then, another level, they put vaccinated cow, antibiotic, machine drawn, milk drawn with machine. They add vitamins, vitamin D, iron, calcium, they add to the milk, like Allah forgot. And we do not question it. Then they have chemical pasteurization. What is chemical pasteurization? You take out enzymes and they replace with artificial. Because once you take the enzyme out, it's not nutrient anymore. So you add artificial nutrients. It's from honey to aspartame you create. Degradation in medicine, simple, natural, remedy. Prophet Muhammad says, for every cure, for every disease, there is a cure in nature, except death. And death is not a disease. Isn't it true? Did he not say in nature? Did he say in pharmacy? That is the original. What is the sugar level of that? Now, even herbs, they started to add sugar, alcohol, even with herb. You have so many herbs nowadays, they sell, we have naturally extracted. How do they extract? With alcohol. So you made the first deviation. Then finally you mass produce the artificial version. Today, this is the first page in my pharmaceutical book. Both in volume 1 and volume 4, I mentioned an anecdote of a professor of medicine. I asked him, in Canada, 30 years practice, I said, is there any medicine that cures any disease? Did you hear this? Is there any medicine that cures any disease? I thought about it. I said, yes. He said, what? Penicillin. I said, oh, why then doctors nowadays ask, have you ever taken penicillin? Because if you took penicillin once, it changes your life forever. They actually asked in Canada, have you ever taken penicillin? It was real because my son had to take penicillin. So, oh, that's because today's penicillin are artificial. That's why they are harmful. They don't cure. They actually don't cause harm. Then ask the monthly question, is there any medicine today that is not artificial? None. Zero. You could not find a real medicine anywhere in any pharmacy. All of them are artificial. That's the only one you can sell. That's the only one FDA approves. Degradation metallurgy is very important one. Original metallurgy, that one, Prophet Sulaiman, Prophet Dawood, they did. Iron and copper. Even Afghanistan, 5,000 years ago, Afghanistan was selling gold to pharaohs. Did you know that history? Afghanistan was major producer of gold. 5,000 years ago, they're selling pharaohs. I'm sure he lost the technology. Afghanistan was also very good in making guns. You do not make any gun because, mashallah, you got freebies from US. So all you have to do is look back how we used to be. What happened now? First stage, they started to add artificial chemicals in heating metal. Then it turned into electrical furnace and ultra toxic additives. So the metal that you have is aspartame level. It's inherently toxic. Then they tell you, oh, aluminum is not good. Didn't you hear that? Lead is not good. Because you processed it. Allah created everything for your good. In Baqarah 229, everything is for you. Yet you made a mess of it because of the process. And that's the major thing in metallurgy. So today, if you can do natural, you can do organic iron, organic gold, you'll be the top of the world in mining, in metallurgy. Today, because you still have it. You still have that kind of furnace. West doesn't have. Degradation warfare. It used to be sword and arrow.
So can you highlight your last point in the previous? Yeah.
Yes. If you make organic metal today, organic means naturally, with coal fire, earth, without additive, it'll become leader of the world.
So the natural process is,
Original.
better one. The metal which will be, resultant.
Yes.
So that will be even good one then.
it will be good itself. So today, as you know, there is no aluminum. Aluminum was not in Prophet's time. So aluminum, always tin. They are all produced with the artificial process. So if you can produce today a natural aluminum, you'll be the number one in the world. Because that aluminum is not going to be toxic. Nobody will tell you if you can cook. Copper used to be the best thing to cook. Now they keep saying the copper poisoning. Right? Same with stainless steel. You know how they make stainless steel? They put chromium paint on it. Chromium is very toxic. If you do naturally, organically, steel did not exist in Prophet's time, but you can do it. I was talking to Zahir. I gave him that project. I said, if you can do naturally, that will be number one in the world, because it will be itself automatically stainless steel without paint of cadmium or any other chemical, chromium. So that's the point. In warfare, people don't realize that. Sword, arrow, and javelins, right? They were subjective. They were not weapons of mass destruction. Think about it. Is it halal to kill a bunch of people? Can you make nuclear bomb? Is it halal to even think about nuclear bomb? At least, even if there is no human, you're destroying the environment. That's facade. Yet, there's a debate. Oh, I see that on X all the time. People are Islamic. The Muslim world should have a nuclear bomb. Otherwise, we will not be in a mess. Look at what happened to Pakistan. They have a nuclear bomb and they become the biggest slave of Shaitan. But people don't realize that you have to stop right at the beginning. When is it allowed to mass kill people? People say, oh, using arrow is savage. No, that's scientific. You're not allowed to do. But anyway, they started gunpowder. Gunpowder was natural ingredient. But, gunpowder was, even in ancient China, they had that. The cannon, first cannon was created in India, in this neighborhood. What is the problem with cannon? It kills indiscriminately. Even though it's natural, it's indiscriminate. Then, of course, you have artificial explosive, and then last one is nuclear. That's why, remember Prophet's hadith, when Mahdi will come, what will he fight with? Sword, horse. The world will destroy itself with all this nonsense. That will be the world. People say, oh, it's metaphorical. You cannot beat Shaitan. Shaitan always argues with you and comes back with logic. So it's metaphorical. He actually meant it is like there will be laser sword. Darling, you cannot fight with them with the logic, because they will always come up with a silly excuse and it will blow your mind. They actually say it will be laser sword.
Sir, about the atomic bombs.
Yeah.
Is its elimination possible? I have heard from someone whenever it's made up, you can't destroy it.
You cannot never get rid of it. This is the nature of facade. But what I'm saying that people will lose control. How you can foresee that when Mehdi comes there will be nothing? Because people will lose control. For instance, right now, if you have somebody bombs US and Russia, right? Everybody, the top nuclear guys, that civilization will be destroyed and the new civilization would not know how to operate them. You see the point? They will go back to sword. State intelligence is a very important and very touchy subject. What is the original one? Human intelligence. Nobody trusted any information that is coming from bad guy. Right? The person's, if a person lied, he can never be witness in his whole life. Isn't that the rule? That's the jurisdiction. You cannot be witness if you lied once and you're known to lie. Done. When you put a camera, right? When you put a camera, do you have any idea? And today, you go to X, you can see all kind of artificial intelligence. Trump is speaking in Pashto and Hindi and all kind of things. People kissing each other and they have no idea if it's real or artificial. Islam is very practical and very real. You cannot have a witness which is artificial. If you see somebody under camera that they are engaged in adultery, is that enough? So one lawyer is saying, doctor, we have a camera. No, what is the rule for witnesses? They cannot be replaced. Not only for witnesses, they are real good guys. They are not liars. If one liar, it's done. You have run your case.
But what if the poor guys observe them through camera?
Is it allowed without scientific logic? Could it be allowed? What are you violating?
That's the these are the questions which are discussed in this society.
Okay, I don't want to get into that because I don't know what transpired. But Islam is very clear. Logic has to be simple. What is the story? When Omar saw people are having drinking party, right? They are witnessing it. What did Omar say? What are you going to do? Then Sahaba reminded, they are not scared. They are not jumping. Omar is thinking that let's egg him on, let's be tough and virgin. That is the mindset of all the Muslim countries today. If the president says something, everybody jumps. What did they say? They reminded them, we have committed a sin by spying. Because 49:9 tells you do not start. So why did you put a camera? It's just stop right there. It's logic, it's that way, in sequence. So coming back,
it means that you are searching for it in
that's
advance.
Right, that's right. In America, it is such an epidemic. It breaks my heart. A lot of people, good people, established people, are getting caught with what is the charge? Attempted sexual contact with a minor. You see, it's a very big crime. You get to go to jail for 20 years. It's a medical doctor. What happened? A FBI agent, a guy pretending to be a 15-year-old girl, and texting, and he said, okay, I want to see you. And the guy believed. They want to exchange picture. The man sent a girl's picture. So he got himself an appointment. He took $1,000 cash and sexual equipment with him. He's going to meet the 15-year-old girl. They arrest him. Charge? Attempted sexual contact with a minor, underage.
Yes, underage.
Very big crime. Was there a crime? Was there a 15-year-old?
Yeah,
Everything is false. See, it's called entrapment. In Islam, it's completely haram. If anybody did a crime, it's the FBI agent. Isn't it true? He impersonated. So this is why Islam is the only cure everywhere. And the world is very sick. Very, very sick at every level.
I think since time is up.
Yeah, I will stop here.
Okay.
And yeah, we pick up tomorrow. I posted those dogma thing. Please on the Please review it.
HSSA.
And
Engineer's number.
ده register است.
Number is sir.
دونست است.
so one thing you have to remember, all this problem, they made money.
شاید
And that's the only you can stop.